Ladies and gentlemen, the lion is a creature of unmatched power, authority, and dignity. It is revered across cultures as the king of the animal kingdom, not only because of its physical might, but because of the mindset that it embodies. The lion is fearless, bold, and confident in its purpose. It does not seek approval, nor does it doubt its capabilities. It understands its role in the world and walks with the knowledge that it is meant for greatness. But here's the truth. The lion's mentality is not just about raw strength. It's about understanding the mind, the spirit, and the essence of who you are and the purpose you are meant to fulfill. Too many of us today walk through life in a state of uncertainty, looking for validation from others, being swayed by external opinions and distractions. We have forgotten the power of the lion's mindset, the mindset that refuses to be moved by circumstances, opinions, or even fear. What would it look like if we as individuals, as leaders, as communities, embrace the same unwavering confidence and boldness that the lion does? What would it mean for us to adopt a lion's mentality, to stand firm in who we are, to walk boldly towards our dreams, and to know without a doubt that we are destined for greatness? This is not just about ambition, it is about understanding our inherent value and purpose. The lion teaches us that greatness is not given, it is claimed. It is something you must own with both humility and confidence. The lion mentality is not for the faint of heart. It is for those who understand that their purpose is far greater than they could ever imagine, and that the world cannot be conquered with timid steps, but only through bold, courageous action. In this speech, I will share 8 keynotes that encapsulate the lion mentality. Keynotes that, if adopted, can transform your approach to life, business, relationships, and leadership. These principles will guide you to live with confidence, purpose, and an unshakable belief in your abilities. Let us dive into the mindset of the lion and explore how we can apply these principles to our own lives. The power of purpose and vision. At the heart of the lion's mentality is an unwavering sense of purpose. The lion does not wander aimlessly in search of prey. It knows what it is meant to do and moves with deliberate intent. This is where many of us fail. Without a clear vision or understanding of our purpose, we are like a lion that roams without direction, wasting its energy on pursuits that do not align with its true calling. The lion knows that it was born to lead, to hunt, to rule its territory, and it makes every decision with this in mind. Purpose is the bedrock of the lion mentality. It's the guiding force that dictates every move, every decision, and every action. Without purpose, we are subject to the whims of life, tossed about by circumstances and external pressures. But with purpose, we are like the lion, steadfast and unmovable. The lion knows its strengths, its weaknesses, and the importance of its role in the ecosystem. Similarly, we must recognize our own unique abilities and align our lives with a vision that reflects our true purpose. When you have a clear purpose, you are no longer a slave to distraction or the opinions of others. You are focused, deliberate, and strategic. The lion does not waste its energy on every animal it sees. It chooses its battles carefully and pursues its prey with precision. Likewise, we must learn to be discerning about the opportunities and challenges we take on. Our time and energy are precious, and they must be invested in things that align with our purpose and vision. The lion mentality teaches us that purpose is not something that is granted to us by others. It is something we discover and claim for ourselves. It is an inner knowing that fuels us and empowers us to move forward in life with clarity and conviction. When you live with purpose, you approach life with confidence, knowing that you are walking in alignment with your highest calling. Vision is also a key component of the lion mentality. The lion does not just act in the present, it has the ability to see beyond the now, to understand the bigger picture. Similarly, we must develop the ability to envision the future we want to create and take bold, consistent steps toward that vision. Without vision, there is no direction, and without direction, there is no progress. The lion's vision keeps it on track, even when faced with obstacles or setbacks. In the same way, our vision should be our guiding light, motivating us to press on when the journey gets tough. Unshakable confidence and self-belief. A lion's confidence is unshakable. It does not doubt itself, nor does it seek validation from others. It knows who it is, and it moves through the world with a quiet, powerful assurance. Confidence is not something that is built overnight. It is cultivated through knowing your worth, recognizing your abilities, and consistently affirming to yourself that you are capable of achieving greatness. This level of confidence is something we can all learn to embody. Too often, we allow self-doubt to creep in and hold us back. We question whether we are capable, whether we are good enough, and whether we deserve success. But the lion teaches us that these thoughts are distractions that do not serve us. The lion does not question its place in the animal kingdom. It doesn't wait for approval from the other animals. It simply steps into its power and claims its authority. The lion mentality tells us that we must stand firm in our own value. We must understand that we have been given unique gifts, and it is our responsibility to use them to the fullest. Confidence is not arrogance. It is the quiet assurance that comes from knowing you are in alignment with your purpose and are taking the necessary steps to achieve your goals. When you walk with this type of confidence, you command respect, and you inspire others to believe in their own potential as well. This confidence must also be rooted in self-belief. The lion doesn't second-guess its strength. It believes in its ability to conquer whatever challenges come its way. Similarly, we must cultivate a deep belief in ourselves. We must silence the voices of doubt and replace them with affirmations of our worth and potential. Every time we take action toward our goals, we reinforce our belief in ourselves. And over time, this self-belief becomes unshakable. Confidence is not about having all the answers. It's about having the courage to step into the unknown, with the assurance that regardless of the outcome, you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. The lion is not afraid of the unknown. It approaches every situation with the belief that it has the strength to overcome it. This is the type of confidence that we must all cultivate if we are to achieve greatness in our own lives. Embracing fearlessness in the face of adversity. Fearlessness is at the core of the lion mentality. The lion does not run from challenges, nor does it shy away from difficulty. It faces adversity head-on with courage and determination. Fear is a natural part of life, but the key is not allowing fear to control your actions. The lion teaches us that fear can be present, but it should not dictate our decisions or hinder our progress. Too often we allow fear to paralyze us. We fear failure, rejection, and the unknown, and these fears hold us back from pursuing our goals and dreams. But the lion does not allow fear to dictate its actions. It moves forward, not because it is fearless, but because it understands that fear is a natural response to growth and challenge. Every time the lion faces danger or a difficult situation, it grows stronger and more resilient. Embracing fearlessness does not mean ignoring fear. It means moving forward despite it. It means understanding that fear is simply a signal that you are on the verge of growth. The lion's courage is not about the absence of fear, but about taking action in spite of it. Similarly, we must learn to act in the face of fear, knowing that the rewards are often found on the other side of discomfort. In business, relationships, or personal growth, fear is inevitable. It's how we respond to fear that determines our success. The lion mentality teaches us to acknowledge fear, but not to allow it to control us. When we face our fears head on, we build resilience and strength that can carry us through even the most difficult situations. Just as the lion faces every challenge with unwavering courage, we must learn to face our own challenges with the same fearlessness. Fearlessness also means trusting the process. The lion does not rush its hunt. It waits for the right moment to strike, knowing that success requires patience and strategy. In the same way, we must trust the journey and be willing to step out of our comfort zones, knowing that in time we will achieve our goals. Discipline and consistency in pursuit of goals. The lion is disciplined in its approach to life. It does not get distracted by every opportunity or chase after every fleeting desire. Instead, it remains focused on its goals and works tirelessly to achieve them. Discipline is a key element of the lion mentality, and it is something that we must all cultivate if we are to succeed in our endeavors. Discipline is the ability to stay committed to your vision even when the path becomes challenging. The lion does not hunt every day, but when it does, it is focused and precise in its actions. It knows that success requires consistent effort and dedication, and it never gives up on its goal once it is set. Similarly, we must develop the discipline to stay focused on our objectives, even when the world tries to pull us in different directions. Consistency is also an essential part of discipline. The lion doesn't just hunt once and then wait for another opportunity. It makes the hunt a regular part of its life. In the same way, we must be consistent in our efforts, working toward our goals every day, even when we don't see immediate results. Consistency builds momentum, and over time, small disciplined actions lead to big accomplishments. When we are disciplined and consistent, we are not at the mercy of circumstances. We are the masters of our own fate. The lion teaches us that success is not about short bursts of effort. It's about consistent, focused action over time. By adopting this mindset, we can achieve anything we set our minds to. Leadership through service and example. The lion is not only the king of the jungle because of its strength, but because it leads by example. It does not demand respect, it commands it through its actions. The lion mentality teaches us that leadership is not about authority or titles. It is about serving others and inspiring them through our example. A true leader does not seek to control others, but to elevate them, empowering them to realize their own potential. Leadership through service is the foundation of the lion mentality. The lion may be the king, but it does not dominate through fear. Instead, it leads with wisdom, strength, and courage, showing others the way by the example it sets. In our own lives, we must learn to lead by example. Whether we are in a position of authority or not, we all have the power to influence those around us. Leadership is about showing others what is possible through our actions, not through our words. By serving others, we create an environment of trust, respect, and collaboration. The lion is not alone in its reign. It operates within a social structure that is built on cooperation and mutual respect. When we lead with humility and a desire to serve, we create a culture of leadership that is based on trust, not fear. This is the true power of leadership. The ability to inspire others to rise to their fullest potential. Courage to stand alone. The lion is a creature that does not fear standing alone. It understands that leadership often requires solitude. While other animals in the jungle may seek the protection of numbers, the lion does not shrink from solitude, for it knows that its greatness is not dependent on the approval of others. The lion's strength lies in its ability to stand firm in its decisions, to walk confidently in the direction of its purpose, even when others may not understand or agree with it. Too often in life, we seek validation from others. We look for affirmation before taking the next step, and we fear standing out from the crowd. We have been conditioned to believe that we must be part of the majority, that we must follow the crowd to be accepted. But the lion teaches us that real strength comes from standing alone when necessary. The lion does not compromise its identity or purpose for the sake of fitting in. It walks with courage, knowing that its power is rooted in its authenticity. This principle is critical, especially for those who are pursuing a dream or vision that is unconventional or misunderstood by society. As you walk toward your destiny, there will be moments when you will have to stand alone. You may face ridicule, doubt, or isolation, but it is in those moments that your character is forged. Standing alone does not make you weak, it makes you resilient. The lion stands alone with strength, and it thrives because it refuses to bend to the will of the crowd. Standing alone also allows you the clarity to make decisions based on your purpose, not the opinions of others. The lion is not concerned with what other animals are doing. It is focused on what it needs to do. When we embrace the courage to stand alone, we create the space necessary to make bold decisions that are true to our vision and purpose. We are not distracted by the noise of the world, but are instead anchored in our own beliefs and values. This is a powerful trait of leadership and personal growth. To lead and succeed sometimes, you must be willing to stand alone. The art of patience and strategic action. Patience is a cornerstone of the lion mentality. The lion does not rush its hunt. It observes, waits, and acts only when the time is right. This is an important lesson that we must internalize. Greatness is not always about speed. It's about the ability to wait for the perfect moment to act and to strike with precision. In our fast-paced world, we are often conditioned to believe that success must be immediate. We see others achieving quick results and are tempted to compare ourselves, wondering why we are not experiencing the same level of success. However, The lion's mentality teaches us that success requires patience. It teaches us that the process is as important as the destination, and that careful, well thought out action will always outweigh rushed or hasty decisions. Just like the lion, we must learn to assess our circumstances carefully and choose the right time to make our move. Sometimes, in our eagerness, we take actions before we are fully prepared or before we have gathered all the necessary information. This often leads to failure or missed opportunities. But when we embrace patience, we allow ourselves the time to make wiser, more informed decisions. The lion does not act impulsively. It understands that the right moment is worth waiting for. Patience also means understanding the value of consistency. The lion does not succeed in its hunt by acting sporadically or without purpose. It is patient in its pursuit, knowing that the reward will come with sustained effort. Similarly, we must learn to pace ourselves, focusing on consistent progress rather than seeking instant gratification. The lion's strategy is one of careful observation, patience, and then precise execution. In the same way, we must embrace the art of waiting and being strategic in our actions. The lion knows that success is not about being the fastest or most impulsive. It is about being prepared, observant, and then acting with certainty. This principle of strategic action and patience applies not only to our personal and professional goals, but to our relationships and our approach to life's challenges as well. With patience and calculated action, we too can achieve the greatness that lies before us. Legacy and the power of leaving a mark. The lion's mentality is also about leaving a legacy. A lion's rule is not just about its strength in the present. It is about the mark it leaves on the world for future generations. The lion does not live solely for itself. It ensures that its reign impacts others, whether it is through its leadership, its territory, or its offspring. In the same way, we must think about the legacy we are leaving behind. It is not enough to simply exist or to live in the moment. We must work to leave a lasting impact, one that reflects the true essence of who we are and the values we stand for. Living with the awareness of legacy forces us to think beyond the immediate. It encourages us to consider how our actions today will influence the world tomorrow. What do we want people to remember about us when we are gone? What kind of impact do we want to make? These are questions that the lion's mentality inspires us to ask. The lion is not concerned with fleeting success or temporary pleasure. It understands that true greatness lies in leaving a lasting, positive impact. Our legacy is not necessarily built on fame or material success. It is built on the values, relationships, and contributions we make during our lives. Just as the lion is the king of the jungle, leading not only through its strength but through its wisdom, we too must strive to lead with purpose, integrity, and vision. The legacy we leave is a reflection of how we have lived our lives, whether we have used our talents to elevate others, whether we have led with courage, and whether we have stayed true to our principles. Legacy also means preparing others to continue the work you have started. The lion teaches us that leadership is not just about what we accomplish in our own lifetimes. It is about preparing the next generation of leaders to carry on the work. The lion trains its cubs to be strong, to hunt, and to rule in their own right. Similarly, we must strive to empower those around us, especially the next generation, to take up the mantle of leadership. A true legacy is one that continues long after we are gone. The lion's mentality, when embraced, drives us to think about the impact we are making every day. It forces us to look beyond short-term goals and focus on the long-term influence we want to have on the world. By living with purpose, being bold, and leading with wisdom, we can leave behind a legacy that echoes for generations to come. This is the power of the lion's mentality. It teaches us to live not just for ourselves, but for the greater good, ensuring that our lives leave a lasting, positive imprint on the world. The lion mentality is not merely about possessing physical strength or dominance. It is about embracing a mindset of purpose, confidence, patience, courage, and leadership. It is about understanding that success is built on a foundation of clarity, discipline, and vision. As we adopt the lion's mentality, we can transform not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. Just as the lion reigns over the jungle with authority, we too can reign over our own lives with purpose and confidence, knowing that we are capable of achieving greatness. By embodying these principles, we can leave a legacy that will endure long after we are gone, inspiring generations to come. Let us walk with the lion's courage, strength, and vision, knowing that we are destined for greatness.